And one thing that I've said before, and I will say again, and probably will say again, is the Chamber, for any number of reasons, failed. And one of the most significant reasons that it failed was it appears that the potential membership didn't see the benefit of becoming, to continuing to be members of that organization. Since they were a membership-based organization, if people chose not to be members, they didn't have to be, and ultimately that effort failed. What we have to be careful is that we don't replace that organization with an organization that forces people to be members, whether they want to or not, designed in the same model as the one that failed. And I know you guys aren't talking about doing that, but...
A group of local business owners have been meeting in recent months to hammer out a way to market and promote Manchester to would-be visitors in the wake of the collapse of the former Manchester and Mountains Regional Chamber of Commerce. The group, known as the Destination Marketing Organization, has proposed creating a special tax assessment district which would be paid into by commercial property owners within the district, which would be centered on downtown Manchester.
Well, we wanted something that's sustainable and long-term, and we were looking for solutions in other cities and towns across the country and what they were doing, and this kept coming up as a model that was successful and flexible and sustainable over the long term. You know, the chamber business model of a membership organization is challenged not just here but all over the country, and this seems like a much more equitable and long-term approach.
Now, how does this interface with the marketing initiative that we've had for the last 3 or 4 years or whatever, the $25,000 or $15,000 that is this going to work in coordination in some way with that, or how will two things interface?
There's two issues here. One issue is the marketing money. Part of it has to be spent this year and needs to be spent before an organization is in place. However, the reason why we have the marketing money to begin with was because of the inability of organizations like the Chamber to effectively market. So this is really a placeholder for what this organization will become. And the other thing is there'll be less of a dependence on the entire taxpayer base for marketing, and it'll be singularly focused on Manchester, which eliminates a lot of the political issues that came about over the last few years.
They are looking at a possible tax rate of 10 cents per $100 of assessed property value, which would yield about $300,000, enough to fund promotional efforts and pay for a staff.
I'm concerned about the increase of taxes, and what assessment are you basing this on? On the tax assessment that the town has, or someone going to be coming? Like my building, for instance, is not all retail. You know, some of it's rental space, some of it's whatever, but it's not all retail. I'm also concerned with, you know, for the same reason I wasn't a big fan of the chambers, I didn't feel like the monies that I spent when I was a member of the chamber didn't really help me. I felt like I was paying to help all the other businesses that were in the core of the town, the outlets and you guys and whatnot that are right in the middle. For the smaller businesses that are off the beaten path, down Elm Street and, you know, and whatnot, you know, we're going to be paying our taxes but still supporting the things that are in the core. Like, how do I know that I'm going to be giving to this thing and I'm going to get anything out of it more than the marketing that I'm already doing for myself?
But I think the most important thing is that if we drive business to town, sure, everyone thinks, yeah, they'll go out to eat at the Perfect Wife, they'll stay at the Taconic Hotel, but if I'm more successful, I have more money, I'm going to put more flowers in my garden, I'm going to pave the entire driveway. Right, Dad?
Pay your rent.
I can pay my rent. Redo the dining room, you know, do some construction, repaint. I just feel like the trickle down is very, very obvious and important.
The special tax district would need voter approval at town meeting and also by the state legislature. If all goes well, the tax district could be in place by July 1st of 2017.
So, yeah, we'll continue to hit those notes. Needs to be Manchester, needs to be something different than what failed. And the most important piece to me is if we are forcing everyone to be a member, we need to, as much as possible, make it be something that works for everyone. Now, you can never hit that magic.
For the GNet TV News Project, I'm Andrew McKeever reporting from Manchester.